Hi, welcome back to the channel. Strap yourselves in because we've scoured the upcoming EVs and come up with our own list of the 10 most anticipated EVs for 2022. Now, it's tough to do and loads of internal debate. So, do you agree or disagree with our list? Watch until the end and let us know in the comments. My name is Martin Lee. If you like what we do on the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell icon so you never miss a show. Now, we're hugely excited about the upcoming Ford F-150 Lightning. For those of you not in the US or Canada, it's hard to understand how popular truck culture is. Ford sells nearly 1 million of the F-Series every year, so for an all-electric version of the F-150 hitting the market, our hearts were pounding already. It's got the mega power frunk. It's got incredible vehicle-to-load capability, 11 outlets. It's really pushing the boundaries of what a truck can be. Bring it on, Ford. Start ramping up production. You are going to struggle to satisfy demand for a long time to come. We just had to put the IONIQ 5 on the list. It was in some customers' driveways this year, last year I should say, but it's not going to hit the US until 2022, and with prices in the US starting around $40,000, that's amazing value. Now, I expected it to be much higher. Of course, Hyundai still get the full tax credit. Now, the design of the IONIQ 5 is so original, it's fresh, it's spacious, it's functional. Real world range over 250 miles, probably 300 if you drive nicely. It's a winner. And it charges like a beast. Let's see if the US loves it as much as we do here in the UK. And if you want to know more, check out our video where we face off the IONIQ 5 versus the Kia EV6. Talking of which, number 3, the Kia EV6. There was no way we were leaving this car off the list. We had the car on our channel a few weeks ago. We loved it. It looks beautiful. That character line that starts behind the front wheel and sweeps up at the rear and transforms into a light bar that sweeps across the back. Now, on the inside, the car feels great. It's set up as more of a driver's car than its sibling, cousin, IONIQ 5. A range of, again, about 300 miles. Great power to boot. And it's a really compelling car. Don't have pricing yet for the US, but it can't be too far off. It's Hyundai version. And we haven't even mentioned the GT version that is due. Woo! This thing is going to be quick. 0 to 62 miles an hour, just over 3 seconds. Not on the market yet, but it's coming this year. We already debated about whether or not to put the Ariya on the list. In the end, we said yes, because we feel Nissan has built the right to be on this list with the Nissan Leaf. They dropped the ball over the last few years. They could have come out with new, fresh models, but they didn't. We're hoping the Ariya gets them back on track, despite being a wholly different car on a different platform in an entirely different segment to the Leaf. Now, it looks like it may be priced quite high. Looking at the early numbers, we think it may struggle to take big market share from the likes of the ID4. But in Europe, it'll come with 22 kilowatt onboard AC charging, very useful. And if you can get close to the 500 kilometers WLTP rating from the 87 kilowatt hour usable battery, this could be a winner. It's on our list, but I'm not so sure about this one. Let me know. It could be controversial. You looking forward to the Ariya? Let us know in the comments below. Time for some uber luxury now with the Mercedes-Benz EQS. It's been a bit of a sleeper car with the likes of Lucid Air and Model S Plaid hogging the headlines, but Mercedes-Benz probably like it that way. Now, we've been a little underwhelmed with Mercedes-Benz in the EV space until now. And then there's this. Now, the looks on the outside may not be to everyone's taste, but the inside I love. In the UK, it'll be starting around £100,000, probably 140 for top of the line, 155 plus for the AMG version. But the range and tech is incredible. Ultimate luxury with great range and efficiency and the lowest ever drag coefficient of any production car ever made, beaten only really by the EV1. The i4 gets me really excited and one of the most anticipated cars of 2022. Now, a few select customers did get their cars in 2021, but serious numbers are going to be seen this year. Now, anytime someone mentions liking the i4, of course, Tesla fans will say, yeah, but on paper, the stat fans will say, Model 3's a bit quicker, but look, they're so equal, these cars. And actually, the actual numbers detract what this i4 is really all about. Driving feel, a bit more luxury. And if you're a BMW brand fan, you'll like this more than a Tesla. Lots of people out there will be drawn to the full electric version once they drive the M50 version of this car. Don't be surprised. Now, I love a good estate car, and I was really impressed when I saw the MG5 featured on this channel a few months ago. It's amazing value, but not always great in all the right places. Now, MG are giving it an early refresh with new software, new bodywork, and a new battery. 250 plus miles of range, 180 plus horsepower, 580 litre boot. Around 30,000 euros, not the sexiest car on the list, but we need more good value EVs out there, and this, let's face it, is a welcome break from yet more SUVs. Okay, so we've kind of already had the Lucid on the market, but they've been the upper end editions that are very expensive. We're really looking forward to the Pure edition, the affordable. Well, it's certainly cheaper, and with a smaller battery of 85 kilowatt hours usable, maybe not so much luxury as those early edition cars, but still whopping range, well over 300 miles and great efficiency. I debated this one, but in the end, got to put it on the list. Look, I love the likes of Tesla Model Y, the world's best-selling EVs, the ones that dominate the EV conversation and the sales charts, but when something bonkers and crazy and brilliant and ridiculous like the Ami comes along, I love it. Now, it's going to cost around £6,000 when it comes to the UK in 2022. In France, you can put a few €1,000 down as a deposit and lease this for like 20 or 30 euros a month. And it's actually a heavy quadricycle, so 14-year-olds can drive it with no license. But there are downsides. It won't reach 30 miles an hour. It's got a 5.5 kilowatt hour battery. It'll do around 40 miles of range and takes about 3 hours to charge on a domestic outlet. But I don't care about all of that. Citroen, thank you. And last on our list, something that, man, I can't wait to try out one of these. I'm really fascinated with electrified two-wheel transport. But what about this? 4 kilowatt hours, 100 miles, 70 miles an hour on a scooter? You'll be brave. But the best thing about the Ola is not the specs, but the impressive tech. And the price as well. Don't know exact pricing, but they say it will leave the Indian market, go to European, US markets as well, and undercut the likes of Vespa's and Neo's offerings. I can't wait to see these Ola scooters zipping around as soon as possible. And what about the runners-up? Honourable mentions, if you like. Well, I kept the Tesla Cybertruck off the list because I don't know if it deserves to be on the 22 list because we don't know if it will be out in 2022. Maybe not in significant numbers, and in fact Tesla recently took off the 2022 delivery date from their website. An ominous sign? Well, we're leaving off the Hummer EV as well because I'm not sure that it's going to be a big seller in 2022. Not something I'm particularly excited about. Interesting, big battery, 200 kilowatt hours, Ultium technology from GM, but still, I'm not going to get it here. It's not a worldwide car, and it's going to be a pretty niche vehicle for many people. But what do you think about the list we've made today? Let us know in the comments below. Something that you'd take off or that you'd add, like the Rimac Nevera. Or maybe that should have been in the top 10. So there you have it. Our picks for the 2022 cars coming up. I mean, I could have done 50 of these cars, but I whittled it down to 10. And what do you think of the list? If we did it again in, I don't know, a couple of months' time, it might be a different list. But that's the great thing about being excited about electric vehicles. Hey, 5 years ago, this list would be unimaginable. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. I love to hear from people all over the world about your choice of electric vehicles. Thank you so much for watching. Check out our Instagram page as well. Stay in touch in the comments, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It tells us to make more stuff like it, and I'll see you on the next one.